In the next scene, Sakura enters Kotoha's shop, carrying Grandma Sato on his back. Apparently, the woman says her back has issues, and she wants Sakura to help. Sakura tells the woman to get off since they have made it to where they want to, but the woman refuses. Sato finally gets off when she has successfully frustrated the guy. Sakura is surprised to find out that the woman can actually walk very well, but she just wants to stress Sakura. Sakura cannot believe this, and he is about to leave the shop when Kotoha tells him to hold on. She has prepared a sandwich for the boy. Kotoha then asks him about his entrance ceremony that is supposed to be held at 10 a.m. that morning. Sakura doesn't have the mouth to answer this because he has filled his mouth with food. Kotoha expects him to be pumped because there are interesting guys at the school, but Sakura doesn't care about this. In fact, he takes everything as basically nothing. Just then, another student of Furin High, Nirei, enters the room. The guy still has his cloth tag on him. He is there to show Kotoha how he looks because he is also a first-year student. Sakura then lets the guy know that he still has uniform tags on him. Sakura finds it hard to believe that the guy he is looking at is also a student of Furin. He looks so dumb and weak for someone who should be in the school. Nirei then enters the fray too. He tells Sakura that he hasn't seen him around either. He asks Sakura where he is from, but Sakura is not one to answer the question. Nirei continues with the questions, asking Sakura what is wrong with his hair and eyes. Sakura is already frustrated by the questions he is getting. Nirei answers the questions by himself again. He comes to the conclusion that Sakura has physiological differences from a regular boy because he is suffering from stress. Kotoha laughs out loud when she hears this, and she tells Nirei that Sakura just arrived in town. Nirei takes out his note to check for Sakura, but doesn't see anything that relates to Sakura. Nirei continues by telling Sakura that he should be prepared because Furin High is not an ordinary school where he can just play around. The school is known to be the protector of the townspeople. He considers them cool, and he can proudly say he is one of them. Nirei then asks Sakura why he came to the school. Sakura lets him know that he is aware of the fact that the school is filled with strong people, but he is there to take the top spot. He wants to be the best among those who are considered the strongest. Nirei then mocks Sakura by telling him that he is going to go bald if this is the plan that he has. This infuriates Sakura, suggesting that go outside and fight. However, Nirei is not such a person. He is not ready to fight, and he quickly tells Sakura that he has patrol to do. After he says this, Nirei opens the door and takes his leave. Sakura starts ranting about the kind of guy Nirei is. He comes to the conclusion that Nirei is the type of person who will chicken out of a fight when he sees one. Kotoha then talks to him about making assumptions. Because of this, Kotoha dives into the backstory of how coffees are made. She asks Sakura if he knows the color of coffee beans, and he says brown. However, Kotoha tells him that he is wrong. He says coffee beans are initially red, which means that there are different perspectives on how things are. He tells Sakura not to be quick to make assumptions about things. After everything that Kotoha has said, Sakura then asks her if the Nirei can fight. Kotoha could not believe that from everything she had said. This was the only thing that Sakura could come up with. After this conversation, Sakura exits the store and starts thinking about everything that Kotoha said as he walks away. He is suddenly stopped by a baker who offers him bread. Sakura wonders why he is being given bread, and the man lets him know that the people from Furin helped them out, and this is him giving back to them as an appreciation. They recognize him from yesterday as the guy who engaged the bad guys on his own. Sakura doesn't want the bread, and he is about to leave when the baker stops him again. He packaged the bread, telling Sakura to eat it later because the bread would still taste good even when it was cold. Sakura reluctantly collects the bread, and as he walks away, other shop owners start to give him things, and he finds it hard to reject. After a little while, his hand is filled with lots of drinks and groceries. He grumbles about this, wondering why the people of the town will want to show care to someone like him. He is in the middle of this thought when a lady suddenly touches him, causing him to throw away all the groceries that he is holding. The lady tells Sakura that she needs his help. Meanwhile, Nirei is having trouble with some crooks. He is getting beat up because he stopped them from talking to a lady. They make fun of him, saying he is the one who needs protecting, and not the town. The crooks are about to walk away, but Nirei holds on to the leader of the gang. The guy shakes Nirei off, telling him that he should forget about being a hero. Nirei continues holding on to the guy while reciting the Furin theme. The guy makes fun of him and starts hitting him on the back, but Nirei holds on to him. He is about to deliver a powerful blow to Nirei's back when Sakura shows up and jumps kicks the guy away. Nirei wonders why Sakura is saving him, but Sakura doesn't even say anything. The crooks start to laugh, saying Sakura is there to save his friend. Sakura seems confused about this, asking them who his friend is. He is not even there to save the guy, but to teach those who think they are strong a lesson. Sakura cracks his neck in preparation for fighting the guys. Nirei tries telling Sakura to run away because the guys outnumber him. The guys rush toward him, but in an instant, Sakura takes all of them down like they are nothing. As Sakura walks away, Nirei thanks him for the save, but Sakura doesn't really consider it a save. Nirei then narrates how he was always bullied when he was younger, but then a guy from Furin High saved him, and this is the reason he has always wanted to be like the guy, because he sees him as someone who is awesome. However, looking at things now, he realizes that he is actually weak. Sakura then opens his mouth to tell the guy that he should not be a crybaby. He might be weak, but that doesn't mean he is lame, Sakura says. Just then, the lady whom Nirei saved from the crooks shows up. She thanks Nirei for saving her and also thanks Sakura for the help. Sakura is about to leave when Nirei stops him, bringing out his note. He starts to ask Sakura about things like his blood type, hobbies, and the like. Nirei judges everything just by looking at Sakura, and he writes everything down in his notebook. Sakura asks him what he thinks he is doing, and Nirei lets him know that he just likes putting into writing everything about the guys that he likes and adores. Nirei tells Sakura that he wants to help him, but Sakura lets the guy know that he knows his way to school. Nirei then says this is not the only thing that he is talking about. He can help him with the townspeople and also to navigate his way around town. Before Sakura can even do anything, Nirei grabs him, dragging him with him. They get to a place, and Sakura decides to eat the bread that he was given. He tells Nirei that he gets hungry whenever he just finishes fighting. Sakura urges him on because he is excited about the entrance ceremony that is being held. Soon afterward, they get to the school, and Nirei excitedly goes to where the rooster is to check the class that he falls under. He is very excited when he realizes that he is in the same class as Sakura. Looking at the other people in the class, Nirei gets even more excited. There are Suo, Kiryu, and even Tsugura in the class. He doesn't know them personally, but he knows that they are all amazing people. As they make their way to the class, Nirei begs Sakura for something, and this is him acting friendly toward everyone in the class. He begs Sakura to smile in whatever he does, and not just act like the strong guy that he is. Nirei says the students of the school always come together to protect the town, and since Sakura is not from the town, there is the possibility that they are going to act indifferent toward him. He wants Sakura to act harmless when he is around the students. They get to the class door and Sakura starts to warm up. He bends his legs and squeezes his arms, causing Nirei to start wondering why the guy is doing all this. Sakura says he doesn't know the type of guys that they are going to meet in the class, and this is the reason he needs to warm up. Nirei then reminds him of what he said about the entire school being against him, and the reason he needs to be careful when dealing with them. Sakura simply says he doesn't care about all of this, because he is there to fight his way to the top. They enter the class, and the first look of the students who are present in the class sends a chill down Nirei's spine. He compares their stares to that of a dagger. Looking at the students in the class, Sakura seems impressed about their appearances and the like. This is exactly what he is looking for, and he doesn't mind diving in without caution. Just then, a guy with an eye patch walks towards Sakura. Sakura immediately puts up a fight pose, but Nirei tells him to calm down. Nirei looks at his note and tries to figure out who the guy is from the things he has inside his note. Before he could say anything, the guy replies that he is Leonardo DiCaprio. Sakura, who was striking a fight pose, immediately turns into a simp, asking the guy if he is from overseas. The guy then breaks his heart by saying he is Japanese. Basically, the guy just made fun of Sakura. Nirei is able to figure out who the guy is, and his name is Suo. Asking him about the eye patch, Suo makes another joke, but in the end, he is wearing the eye patch because he has once suffered an injury on that eye. Suo then walks closer to Sakura, and Sakura is more prepared than ever because he is expecting the guy to hit him, but he is shocked when Suo starts to pat him on the back, telling him how impressed he is about what he did the day before. The rest of the class is also impressed by this, and they start talking nicely about Sakura. They all gather around him to praise him, and this is when Nirei realizes that the situation is getting good because there is no indication that they are going to take Sakura as their enemy. Just then, they ask him why he has come to the school, and he says he is there to take the top spot, leaving everyone in total silence. Suddenly, someone throws a chair at the group. The camera pans to the guy to show a tall student walking toward them. Nirei starts begging Sakura to not consider the option of fighting the guy, because he is basically the strongest in the school. His name is Kiyotaro Sugishita. However, this is the kind of guy that Sakura likes. Sugishita comes at Sakura with a deadly blow. Suo is able to get Nirei out of harm's way, but Sakura is able to dodge the blow by himself. It is about to become a showdown between Sakura and Sugishita, and this is what Sakura has been expecting from the school.